miss attacks in their games. Um, they, I guess, the subtlety of attack sometimes, and even in strong players' games. I keep saying this, but during the Magnus Carlsen Invitational, Fabiano Caruana made a basic mistakes. Jan Nepomniachtchi made some basic mistakes. Maybe not this basic. I mean, you can see the queen is attacking the bishop. As black, what do you do here? If your answer was to play b6 and protect the bishop, you are correct. Simple move, protect your bishop, and then the game goes on. Okay, maybe queen comes down and checks. Okay, you might just move down here, g1 or so. That looks like a decent move. You're kind of avoiding more checks. You're also avoiding, if you move up to the 7th rank, you have to look at careful. You have to be very careful. Very active queen, right? You are playing against a very active queen. Learn to play well against active pieces. Bend well. Um, Sometimes pieces will be active for a while, and then once this knight gets back into the game, bring it back into the game somewhere when you can safely. And once this rook comes into the game, then you're activating your pieces and you're catching up, right? Just be careful of this pawn. It's unprotected, so you don't want to get hit with a check and also getting hit with the unprotected pawn. This position could fall apart very easily, or black could defend pretty well and hang in there for quite a while and possibly win or draw the game, maybe win. Okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. This is black to move. I thought I switched these. Okay, black to move here. What is the move? Well, you want to play with active pieces, but again, you do have to play against your opponents sometimes who came out of the opening with active piece spots for their pieces. Here, even though we're playing black, we kind of are in a bad position. Our knight's not active, not good. Same square it started on. Bishop, I don't like it. It's behind pawns. Bishops are long-range archers. They need to see very far. They need to shoot their arrow very far. Oh, they do not like being behind these two pawns. Stops right there. The rooks, also long range pieces. And they're kind of stuck behind pawns. They're absolutely stuck behind pawns. Now, okay, let's see, are we up material? No, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. We're up a pawn. So sometimes you're up material and you spent time to get the material and you fell behind in development and activity. That happens. And then you got to scramble to get back. So here, we don't have the best position, but we could fight, right? Give your best fight. This rook here is great rook on open file attacking unprotected piece. Great knight. Two pieces in the center. Bishop, pretty good. Attacking a lot of pieces on the opponent's side. I like white's position, but if black plays well, maybe they can even it out with the activity, get their pieces into position, get this knight moving, find better square for the bishop somehow if possible. But first, we have to take care of this attack on our bishop. What's the best move? If your answer simply was rook to f7, that's fair enough. Sometimes you just have to play the best move. It's the only move. The rook protects the bishop, and the game goes on. You could have some trouble here. Maybe the rooks are gonna try double on this file, and then you're gonna have a twofold attack against the bishop on e7. That's two rooks attacking a bishop that's only protected once. And we're a little bit of trouble. You gotta move back. So in this position, I would prepare to be defending against white because they're going to rally really fast and start attacking you. Okay, let's move. So these positions will happen. All right, let's look here. Which color do we have? Ah, okay. It's obviously white to move because we are in check. If your answer was bishop to f1, you are correct. You cannot use the queen, and also you may have thought about using the knight here. Knight back to d1. Well, what's the difference between knight to d1 and bishop to f1? I think it's obvious. We don't want to put our queen to interpose because we lose points. Don't use a valuable piece to interpose. But what's the difference between knight and bishop? They're both worth 3 points. They both block the check against the rook. Well, if we use the knight, it is a mistake because extra check, bishop comes back, and white loses. You cannot use your knight here because of the twofold attack from the rooks on the square d1. Be careful of that. It may be hard to see because at this moment, two white pieces protect d1, but once you use one of them to interpose, then only one white piece protects d1. That's not going to work. It's a bit of a mind trick here. You got to be able to see those twofold attacks after you make your move as well. Bishop f1 is clearly the best move. It's safe for now. Again, these pieces are active. Just because you defended against the checkmate does not mean black's done here. Black has active position. You have to defend against this, maybe for a while, and then try to get a better position eventually. Okay, let's see here. Okay, the position. This is black to move, obviously. Okay, more of a simple one. Only one move here. The move is bishop to g1. You found this move very smart. Very smart. Move your bishop back, stopping the check, holding it down. From this position, white has 5 pawns, a bishop and queen, against queen and rook and 2 pawns. So that queen and rook, 14 points, 15, 16 points, right? Queen and bishop, 12 points, 15, 16, 17 points. So white's winning this, but you have to play well. You also have these 3 passed pawns. These are going to be big problem for black. These pawns are passed because there's no pawns, opposing pawns in front or on the sides of them. That means the only thing that could stop these pawns, there's no pawns to the front or on the side, the only thing that could stop these pawns are pieces. And black does not want to use his precious points here, the rook or the queen, to guard pawns from moving up. They'd rather have these pieces attacking, but okay, and also this is a very good, very interesting position. Okay, but I think white's going to definitely win. Let's go. Okay, very interesting. White has active pieces. Queen is active. Bishop's active. They're aiming into the enemy camp. All sorts of squares. Wow, look at this. The queen is really looking at tons of squares in the enemy side here. The bishop's supporting the queen. I'd say very active position. You're playing black. You have the black pieces, but you must be careful here because white is down material, but they have an attack. It's going to happen a lot.